What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods Expert. Ooh, yeah, guys. So, I'm running out of wood. I keep running out of wood. Yes, and we still have to use these flint axes in order to obtain more. And it's not the fastest axe in the world, but it's what we got, and it's what we have to use right now. So anyway, we had like 2 logs remaining. I was like, yeah, we probably gonna need some more wood if we're gonna be turning wood into charcoal and then turning that charcoal into coal coke using our coke oven, right? So this is what we're doing right now. I keep chopping down the trees that are closest to the village, trying to open it up a little bit because it spawned right inside this dark forest area. Yeah, and we got trees like surrounding it all over the place. Anyway, just trying to push back the tree growth a little bit. Once we get to the point where we can make ourselves a tinker's axe, like the broad axe or whatever. Is it broad axe? The lumber axe, where we can chop down a single tree with 1 block breaking, or I guess chop down an entire tree with a single block breaking. Yeah, that is exactly where I want to be because I am so done with chopping down these whole trees. Anyway, so last episode we ended up getting all 27 coke bricks in order to make our coke oven. So we are pretty much at the point now where we can start making coal coke. Now the whole reason why we wanted to do that, or at least the reason why I wanted to do that, was so we can get creosote oil. Creosote oil is a byproduct when you smelt down charcoal in a coke oven. Yep. And with the creosote oil, we'll be able to finally make ourselves a bed and no longer have to wait out the night. So if we look at the bed here, the bed requires creosote wood blocks, which is a bucket of creosote oil plus a log to get, right? So that's why we haven't made a bed so far. I was also looking at this. There's a sleeping bag, apparently. And that requires silky cloth, so we would need enriched gold. Yeah, this recipe has been changed. It's not just an emerald with string around it or whatever. So we need the silky cloth, which is enriched gold. So we need enriched gold ingots, which comes from the calculator mod, which requires obsidian dust. And I don't think we can even make obsidian dust at this point, can we? Maybe. I don't know if we even tried this. But anyway, I want to try and get ourselves a bed, and then we'll look at making a sleeping bag so we can sleep on the go and not set our home point. Anyway, now that we got that done, yeah, we can start looking at doing the coke oven. All right, so yeah, 2 logs remaining. Now we have 53. That's a little bit better in my opinion. So let's see. I just got done smelting down some black quartz. I wanted to make a new sword. Our sword is just about broken. Every time I go to the nether, there's always those abyssal craft mobs. Is it abyssal craft? I don't know. The ones that are on fire. Yeah, I always have to use my sword to smack him down. This sword is almost broken. But anyway, let's grab our hammer that's right here. There we go, our engineer's hammer. We don't even have to make that. Let's take a look at the recipe just to see what it was. The recipe for that, oh, that's not bad. 2 iron, string, and 2 sticks. Yeah, the iron, yeah, don't really want to spend my iron on that if we don't have to. Okay, so where are we gonna put this guy? I would put it downstairs, but honestly, I don't think we have enough room down there. I guess we could kind of stick it over here. I mean, it's not something super important that we need access to all the time. It's one of those things where we're just gonna set it up and kind of like not worry about it. So let's set it up right here. This seems good. I did plant some of these, I guess these are mallowberry bushes. Yeah, the berry bushes are really good at replacing the foods that we've eaten. We've seen that all throughout the series so far, where I just spam eat like 5 of those and I can eat something that has the good hunger restoration. Yeah, anyway, so I wanted a local source of these berries nearby, which we didn't really have, so set up just a little patch here. Looks like that one's fully grown, so we might be able to get a berry off that one soon. Eventually they'll grow 3 blocks tall. It's a random chance. I think when they get berries, they can sprout a new one on top up to 3 blocks. Anyway, so we got this guy set up here. Let's go and smack it with the hammer, like so. And we can finally, well, if I had the wood on me, we can finally put wood in there and get some creosote oil. Now, another thing that I want to do is I want to start collecting that creosote oil and be able to store it somewhere. So let's get ourselves a tank from Ender.io. So to make one of those, we need 4 iron, a glass, and 4 iron bars. All right, so we need 6 iron. Oh, we have exactly enough. 6 iron for the iron bars and then 4 iron for that. We need 1 piece of glass, which I don't think we have, but we can smelt that down pretty quickly and get this going. While we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and take some of this wood. I think I just took it all. I guess I'll just do like half a stack, 32 logs in this thing. Where is the wood? Right here. Let's do 32. Wait, what? Clicked the wrong thing. 32 of those in there. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time for this to cook down, and I believe when you... Hold on a second. Am I doing this right? Do we need charcoal in here? Or do we need wood? I might have made a mistake. I might have to smelt this down first. So wait, before we do that, let's take a look. We want, I guess, coal coke is what we're looking for. This. So to get coal coke, we put this in here, and that gives us 100 millibuckets. Okay, so what we want is a creosote oil. Yeah, so a log put in here gives us charcoal, and that gives us creosote. Do we put charcoal in there at all? No, you know what? I don't think we even put charcoal. Okay, so just straight wood in here. For some reason, I thought we had to put charcoal in there. So we put wood in there, we get charcoal out, and we get 1/4 of a bucket per operation. So we should get like 8 buckets, I think, total. Anyway, let's go ahead and make this tank so we can get the fluid out of there and take it wherever we need it. So I will make iron bars here, and then we have our glass done. We should be able to make our fluid tank. Nice. All right, so if we go back out here, we can set this next to our creosote oven. Creosote oven or coke oven. And then we can set this to extract. Push, pull, disable, none, pull. So yes, that should pull the fluid from the oven and put it into the tank as soon as there's available. And there we go. So now we have 16 buckets of storage here. We have an additional 12 buckets of storage here. Right, so I think we're pretty well set on that. Now we just gotta wait for, I guess, 3 buckets to be done. So 12 pieces of charcoal, I think is what it is. Yeah, that's gonna take a little bit of time for that to happen. So I'm probably gonna do some other things while we wait. Again, we could look at that sleeping bag, because this is another thing I'm going to want on me probably all the time. Oh, that does require a bed. I did miss that. So in order to make the sleeping bag, we have to have a bed here. You know what? That's why I missed it, because there is no icon for these other cork beds. Aha. All right. So yeah, we did have to do this whole process in order to make this. I didn't even see this a minute ago. There we go. But yes, it does require a bed. So we have to make 2 beds if we want the sleeping bag. All right, I guess we'll hold off on this one for a little while. Tell you what, let me wait for the creosote oil to be formed over here, a coal coke to be made. I'm gonna figure out what our next step is that we need to proceed, and we'll be right back. So getting back to what I was talking about, we wanted to make tinker's tools, right? I'm kind of tired of doing the vanilla tool thing and like these black quartz things. What was holding us up previously was making a tool station. We're now able to do that. So I just was looking at the recipe here, and this requires reinforced stone. We've made this before. That is with the calculator mod, compressed cobblestone, and the unknown from forestry. That's the log piles, right? So we can make that no problem. We've been making tools out of this reinforced stone. This was holding us back, the ashen stone. We can now do this, and why do these keep disappearing? I don't know. That's a block of copper. But anyway, we saw how to make the ashen stone. Man, like all of these things keep disappearing on me for some reason. I'm not sure if I need to reload the game or something. Anyway, so ashen stone we can make. We have plenty of this ash pile. I think we need 4 more. 4 more stone. I have it on me. Okay, so we can do that. So there's a stone. There's that. There's our ashen stone. We need a block of copper. Hopefully we have extra copper that's already made down here. If not, we can always make more. Looks like we have enough. All right, so there's 9 copper. We'll put the copper in the crafting grid, and there we go. So we got that and that. And then the final bits were these reinforced stones. So yes, we need wood yet again. So we need 12 pieces of wood, turn into log piles. Then we need some of our compressed cobblestone. We will do that many. Cool. Guess I'll put all that cobblestone away, free up some inventory spaces. Okay, so now we also need the calculator. Why you need a calculator for this, I have no idea, but it's just the way the mod works. And there is 3 reinforced stone. So now we should be able to make our tool station. Awesome. Now this is going to unlock the ability for us to start making Tinker's tools. Now, we do have to upgrade this eventually to the tool forge, I believe, if we want to make the better tools like the lumber axe that I was speaking about earlier. So in order to do that, we're going to need a seared stone, and then we're going to need 36 iron, 4 blocks of iron. So we have a lot of iron that we're going to need to smelt. Like, no, you know what? I was going to go down here and look, but we don't have any iron down here. We had it upstairs and I used the last bit of it, right? Okay, so I need to smelt down a lot more iron so we can make 4 blocks of the stuff and upgrade this even further. How much? We don't have any more iron, right? No, I used it all. I do believe I have mined some other things that are iron rich, like magnetite ore, I believe contains iron. I think the siderite, however you pronounce that, I don't know. Let's look at the uses on that. Melting recipe, yeah, that does produce iron, but it's only like less than an ingot. I don't know if that's incorrect or if we're gonna have like a weird amount of that stuff. And we also have this goethite. Yeah, I still don't know how to pronounce those. We also have this here, which is more iron. So I'm gonna go ahead and melt all of those things down. I guess I'm gonna need some more ember shards to do this. Yep, anyway, I'm gonna continue on with this, try and make our 36 pieces of iron, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I ended up making another ember emitter here. I was tired of binding the receptor to the emitter and then having to rebind this over to this one. So anyway, I made a second one so I don't have to keep doing that. So yeah, our stamper has its own receptor, or I guess has its own emitter, and so does the melter. Anyway, it just made life a lot easier. I just went down into the mines down there, I guess into that ravine, and I was poking around. I found some more magnetite and the other stuff. Yeah, so we got plenty of iron now. We ended up getting 63 ingots worth, so that is more than enough. We only needed to get 4 blocks worth, so now we have a little bit extra iron. Nice. All right, so now that we have the iron, we can, you know what? I guess we could have used copper, right? Isn't copper one of these? Yeah, we could have made copper blocks, I suppose. We still need the seared stone. I just like using iron anyway. So seared stone, we got to figure out how we're going to make this stuff. So it's usually a chisel, right? Fancy seared. Oh, you can put them together. So the block, seared brick. Right, okay, so seared brick turns into these. These we can turn into, I guess, the tool forge. So we can use just a regular brick. So we need grout, which means we need obsidian, dust, gravel, clay, and sand. Obsidian dust, huh? Okay, so we need to figure out how to get that. I assume it's just obsidian in like our crusher thing that we've been using, or grindstone. Where did this? Yeah, this is what we need to do. All right, so we need to get ourselves 12 pieces of obsidian. Well, we've seen how fast we can mine obsidian, right? It's not super fast with the default speed diamond pickaxe, but I don't think we have any other choice at this point in order to do this. So this is going to be our life for the next little while anyway. You know, I think, hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I had a little bit of extra obsidian that I mined previously. I don't know how much it is, but we should figure it out so I don't have to mine too much more right now. Oh, we have 9 right now. Okay, so we only have to get ourselves 3 more, right? Yep, only 3 more obsidian. So that shouldn't be too long. It's a little bit better than mining up 12 of them, I suppose. Right here is where I've been getting the obsidian previously. Yeah, just right in here. There's a lava lake, been putting water on it and then mining out the obsidian. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to continue to do this, try and get the rest of the obsidian that we need, and we'll be right back. Well, the one thing I forgot, or I missed about that recipe, is I didn't see that we get 4 grout per recipe. So that's a little bit nicer, I suppose. Anyway, it's 1 clay, 1 gravel, 1 sand, 1 obsidian dust gives you 4 of these grouts. So now we got 48. Yeah, we only needed like 12 of those, I think. But anyway, this will help us get going on making like the smeltery and stuff, right? So let's just take a look. Smeltery controllers, anything special about that? No, that is just seared brick. Yep, a round block of coal coke. Ah, so we are gonna have to make coal coke, and to get that we need this anthracite coal put through here, and that gives us a little bit of creosote as well. Well, here's some of this. You know what? Let's just put in a full stack. We're not really using this thing for anything else. Might as well get this cooking up. So it does take a little bit of time for that to happen. So our charcoal is now done in here. We can put that in here. And yeah, currently we have 8 buckets of the creosote. So we can go ahead and make that bed here in a little bit. Let's start, first of all, getting our grout made. I think that's probably a good idea. So this stuff, I will just turn that all into these coal pellets. That's way too many. All right, so we got that going in there. Let's put the grout in there. Put those away. Charcoal. All right, so we got all of that set up. I got a whole bunch of these different mushrooms in the mines down below. I was trying to find some gravel, and yeah, these are growing all over the gravel. I don't really need those. I don't think they serve any purpose either, so I'll just put those away for now. Okay, so now, let's see. I want to put this way, that away. Yeah, so we are waiting on our seared brick to be smelted up. We have the creosote out there. Maybe I should grab a bucket of water and try and get this done real quick. See if we can sleep through this night. So we need a bucket plus creosote. I guess I can break this and take it inside just so we're safer and we don't have to be out here in the pure darkness. Okay, so we can put down our fluid tank. Get a bucket of this. One of those, or one of these. Creosote wood block. Cool. All right, so there's one. Do a second one. And our final one. Nice. All right. So now we have the creosote. Let's go back to here. Bed. It was that plus red wool. I think we can use any color wool and we'll just get a different type of bed. Do we have red wool so we can make the default looking? I'm just gonna take these and do this action. There we go. We need to make ourselves, or do we have any wool at all? You know what? I think I made too many of these red dyes, right? You can do 8 wool around 1 dye. I think is how that works. It's been a while since I've dyed wool, but yeah, I think I did that incorrectly. I think it's just 1 dye like that. Nope. 1 and 1. Okay, no, I did it right. All right, so there's our red wool. Right here, red wool, creosote. Got ourselves a bed. We don't have to wait out the nights anymore. Oh my goodness. That's so good. You would think that that's kind of silly, like that wouldn't matter, just having to wait out the nights. But yeah, with the hardcore darkness mod out there, you cannot do pretty much anything at nighttime at all. Yeah, so having a bed, a portable bed like this, well, at least just a bed that we can sleep in, that's a huge step forward for us in progression. Okay, so now that we don't have to worry about nighttime anymore, that's gonna be so much better. We can go further out, we can explore a little bit. We don't have to like stay nearby our home base and be like, oh, we can't see anything, let's wait until morning. Oh my goodness, I like it a lot. All right, so let's grab our 12 seared bricks here. We'll do that. So there's that smeltery, or I'm sorry, not smeltery. Tool forge is on the way. Tool station, tool forge. All right, so we got all sorts of progression happening here. I don't know where I want to put this. Maybe like right here where this crafting table is. We kind of want these all like touching each other. That way we can click on any one of these and we should have the little thing at the top. I think I'm missing the tool station. Yeah, I think so. I think this chest needs to be moved, or I need to put another thing over here. Anyway, it has to have the tinker station, and then when you do that, you get access to all 5 of the things up here. Maybe I'll move this chest. Yeah, there's a lot of rearranging we need to do here. Anyway, first things first, now that we have a tool forge, we can look at making ourselves all of these different things, like a lumber axe. But before I do that, I want to make sure that we can, in fact, make... Yeah, I think we can make it just out of stone. Okay, let's do this. Give me that. Put that here. Yeah, sometimes you're restricted on which materials you can use to make different tools, but I don't know if that's the case anymore on 1.10. At least it's not in this mod pack as far as I can tell. So I'm not sure how replacing parts works in this, if it costs modifiers or not. But for right now, I'm going to be perfectly fine just making tools completely out of stone, just so we have them available. Now let's go back to our tool forge real quick. So to make this, we needed the tough rod and the tough binding and a plate. So we need this one, this one, and the plate, this one. Okay, so we're just gonna make an axe completely out of stone for right now. So we'll do that, one of those, one of these. I guess I'm gonna put those in the pattern chest from right there. We're gonna need a plate. Nice. All right, so we should have everything ready to go now to make ourselves the broad axe, and then we don't have to worry about chopping down trees with that other thing anymore, hopefully. So there's a stone lumber axe. All right, let's go check out some tree choppy action. Hopefully nothing else is weird about this, and it's just gonna work. Oh man, okay, so it works, but this doesn't have a lot of durability. Does it say how many modifiers are on this? Oh, it has XP, so this might level up over time. Modifiers 3. So I might want to put a diamond on this so it has a lot more durability. It should have faster mining speed. And diamonds aren't that big of a deal. Let's put a diamond on there. So we'll do that plus this. So there's a diamond modifier that gives us 500 more durability. We currently only have 32 durability. That's going to give us mining speed of 1. That's a little faster mining speed. I guess not a whole lot. A little bit more attack. I think that durability, though, is going to be worth it for this particular tool. Is it still broken, or did that unbreak it? No, it says broken. So we need to repair it with 1 piece of cobblestone. There you go. All right. So now we can finish up the rest of that tree here and not have to worry about our axe breaking. All right, this one didn't chop down. It should have chopped down originally, but we ran out of durability. Let's chop down another one here. Give our axe a real test on a brand new tree. Oh man, that's so good. I love being able to progress like that and not have to do things. That's still manual, but not have to do things as manual as we were doing before. Yeah, and the durability's still there. Cool. Yeah, very much happy about that. We'll have to start looking at getting ourselves better tools. Definitely want a hammer. Definitely want to get ourselves a better sword. Some kind of a shovel, probably like the mattock or whatever, so we can do both tilling of the ground and chopping trees or any kind of other wood chopping things that we need with just like 1 block at a time, right? Oh, that's so good. I've seen this so many times before, but after playing this mod pack for as long as I have, just being able to do that is just like amazing to me. All right, so now wood is no longer going to be an issue. I'm very happy about that. To repair the tool is just cobblestone. I'm very happy about that as well. Yeah, up to 181 logs. We don't ever have to worry about wood again. So awesome. Yeah, guys, sleeping through the night pretty much is the best thing ever. Our mallow berries are coming in pretty nicely as well, so we'll always have pretty much unlimited ways to restore our spice of life. Yeah, so we can always eat better foods. All right, so our coal coke did finish up. We now have 11.4 buckets of creosote. I was kind of looking at what else we can use the creosote oil for, and there's not a lot of uses that I was seeing here, although railcraft might have some uses. To be honest, I didn't look at this. Looks like we can make torches out of the stuff if we wanted to. Yeah, I'm not really sure, because I was looking at like the uses for the creosote wood, and it looks like other than making beds out of the stuff, the only other things we can do is burn in like generators. I don't know if we would want to do that. I guess you can also make creosote sticks, right? A treated wood, or I don't know. Anyway, we'll look at that sometime in the future. We might not really need creosote for much else other than what we've already used it for. I did go ahead and I removed the plants that were here and I replaced it with more flaxseed because, as we saw earlier, we're going to have to make the sleeping bag, or at least we don't have to, but I want to make the sleeping bag, which is going to require all the silky cloth, which requires all this wool. So I wanted to get a better supply of string coming in so we can make the wool. I already have the wool made now, but yeah, I figured we should just continue adding flax around since we don't have like a sheep farm or anything like that. Right. So anyway, now that we got the coal coke, we want to do like the smeltery controller. And the thing that was holding us back here is seared brick and the block of coal coke. Well, now we have coal coke. We should be able to turn that into a block and make that controller. There it is. And there is our smeltery controller. Awesome. All right, so now that we have the smeltery controller, we have to make the other things like the drain, right? So there is a smeltery drain. We have to make the faucet so we can pour out of the drain. And then we're going to have to make a tank. You know what? I forgot about the tank. We have to make ourselves one piece of glass. And I think we wrap that with more seared brick. And then we're going to need all the seared brick in order to expand the smeltery. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we got to do here. A lot more resources to collect. We've seen smeltery stuff before, but it is a thing that has to be done so we can upgrade our tools and progress through the pack. So there is pretty much everything, and then we got to turn the rest of this into seared brick so we can make a full structure. Now, if we have the controller on the front, we have a drain on the side, we have a tank on the side, we need 2 more blocks, and we can do a 1x1. You know what? I think we can make ourselves a 1x1 here. Let's just check this out. I'm not sure if I've done that before, but yeah, that is the smallest size for a smeltery. I'm not really sure where we're going to put this thing right now. Maybe up here? Let's try putting one up here and see if we can get this thing hooked up today. So there is that. We can put a drain here. Tank I'll put in the back. Whoa, that was a little bit of lag. Block here, block there. That should be all we need. And yes, the smeltery is running and we can put one whole block in there. Okay, so seared stone. Kind of curious. The liquid seared stone, the molten stuff. So stone turns into 72. We can do stone sharpening kit, turns into a full ingot. I'm kind of curious. Can we put in like the compressed cobblestone? Seared stone, seared stone. Grout turns into that. Seared brick turns. Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to speed up this whole process, but it doesn't really look like it. I think the sharpening kit's going to be our best bet. So we can do like a couple ingots at a time or whatever. So sharpening kit, we can make right like this, pretty easy. And then to do what we wanted to do, we can do that. Some of this, one of those, one of these. Okay, so there's half a stack of sharpening kits. We are also going to need lava to run that smeltery. So I'll probably end up taking the tank with me or making another one of those Ender IO tanks, coming down here to where all of our lava is and just grabbing a bunch of buckets of the stuff. But for right now, I'm just going to grab one to get us going. There we go. That's all we needed. How do I get out of here now? I'm lost. No, really, how do I get out of here? Is it... Oh, right here. Okay, found it. Yeah, so now that we have a bucket of lava, we should be able to get our smeltery actually working. Get some stuff pumped in there. I could probably take a hopper or something and just keep getting these stone sharpening kits put in there so we can make more seared stone. Oh, I haven't even tried... I haven't tried getting out of there since I put the bed there. Seems like a bad spot for our bed. We'll have to rearrange that. All right, so put that there. You know what that says? Is that not meltable? Oh, no, it is. Okay, so we're melting. Yeah. So if I put a hopper on here, we can just feed the rest of these things in, get a whole bunch of that seared stone in here, and then start making more brick. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We need a casting basin. That's another thing I forgot to do. Huh. Yeah. Casting basin. This. We need a few more seared bricks so we can cast out the blocks of that stuff. All right. Well, I got a little ahead of myself. I forgot one little bit. And now we don't have enough seared brick. Okay, well, I tell you guys what, I'm gonna wrap the episode up here for today. We got a lot of good stuff happening here, guys. We're able to sleep through the nights. We have a way to collect wood with a lumber axe. We have a very, very small and basic smeltery, which we can't even cast anything out with, but we have the smeltery nonetheless. Lots of good things happening here, guys. I'll have to get some more seared brick or seared stone or whatever off camera. Hopefully next episode we can expand out our smeltery and start looking at properly expanding out maybe the base, get some tools going, all these kinds of things. Now we don't have to wait on nighttime anymore. It's gonna make life a lot easier. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.